Hello everyone, welcome back to Fibbleham and Knock on the Coffin Lid, the Nightmares of Milenis. Today, best Boi Bjorn takes on the terror of death, the inescapable end. If you've been enjoying the prophecies thus far or are excited for this one in particular, feel free to like the video. It does help out the channel. So death. Healing is impossible during battle. Upon killing an enemy or at the end of each battle, fully heal. Rebirth always means death. However, this does not always work the other way around. Now, I think that perhaps the most suited for this is Madman. It is a very much all-in type of Bjorn, but I thought we would break out the elevated Stray. Upon turning into Lycan, add Eternal Thirst instead of Scourge for Lycan, and increases damage from beast cards by 1. Stray is the one Bjorn that does not care about the Lycan curse at all. In fact, you can hang out in the Lycan form for almost as long as you would like. So I thought we'd just do some bashing today. Senseless, thoughtless, violence. Always the answer. The Might Queen will help the Servant of Death to pass this test when he helps her find what she has lost. Or what do I care about some Servant of Death? You are the Servant of Death. That's what the card calls you. Yeah, neat. Well then, shall I go? Where to? I'll go ask the Might Queen how I can help her. Ooh, we're gonna go play with Waifu already. Sounds good to me. You know, I was thinking about this before I started recording. A lot of these prophecies are sending me to the Rotten Bog. Not a whole lot's going on in the Crimson Steps right now. Oh well. Take some rare items. Can't heal. Goblin armor will help that. Ooh, let's bonk. Violence. More strength. More strength. Alright, we're going straight to the Might Queen. Ooh, there's a question mark. Let's see what the question mark is. I may be a little more subdued today. I'm not feeling too well, unfortunately, but it happens.
Never hurt anybody.
I am feeling better, thankfully, but I'm just going to be recording this one episode today. I try to record 2 videos every day because, you know, the release schedule is chaotic. Yeah, shapeshift. I got a Borlek. I don't remember what the purpose of that is. I know what it is, I think. It's really late on, isn't it? It's in Act 3. Gain scarring equal to the HP damage dealt. Now, ironically,
He's not as lucky as you.
Stray Bjorn is the one Bjorn that I like to do scar builds for. Because, like I said at the start, you can really just hang out in the Lycan form for almost as long as you'd like.
This one is done.
Almost. You have to play around with Eternal Thirst, but... Another shift? Oh my goodness. How do they more than 40 damage gain to strength? Now, Drain the Juices would normally be a snap pick here, but we can't heal in combat. So we're going to grab Combat Adaptation just so we can control our shape-shifting. If we get more beast cards, that'll be really helpful. I came across an elven camp, decided to take a break, and came to the fire. I was taken in and even fed, but I had to spend the whole evening chatting nicely with stupid elven warriors. Inside, I was simmering with annoyance. I decided to have a proper sleep and to take everybody out in the morning. Sleeping is important, Bjorn. Now, what do we want to... We might as well go instinctive. Normally we use this to heal, but of course that's not really possible here. Imagine if I had an AoE or anything. I guess these are pretty useless then, aren't they? The main reason to keep mental defense in this particular run would be to reduce the Eternal Thirst. If we get stuck, or if we're in the Lycan form for too long, we have the Eternal Thirst. So, if in the Lycan form, increase Eternal Thirst by 1 at the end of the turn. If not in the form, decrease it by 1. Lose 2 HP per Eternal Thirst at the end of the turn. At a value of 5, gain the Mind Breakdown. Breakdown is a little not good. One, two, oh, the math isn't mathing. Alright, fine. I'm shapeshifting out here. Wait, am I healing?
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Does the bestial thing go through, the tarot? That's interesting. Bomb isn't working, so that's good to know. Not sure. That, oh no. I killed him, that's why I'm full health. So that works. Deal 2 damage. As Eternal Thirst increases, damage goes for 2. We could go for Rush Preparations as well. Because, ooh, Jingle Hat, look at that. We're not going to equip it yet. Because we are healing after whenever somebody dies. Oh, that's why somebody died, so I healed that. Because we heal after someone dies or at the end of combat, we can go on like a ferocious path, if you want to give that a shot. Because we can expend truly obscene amounts of... obscene amounts of... Wow, the math, it just doesn't math, team. Of HP. I'll get there eventually.
With their own blood.
On the ferocious cards as they multiply in costs. We could even go animal speed. Sure. Someone had pinned an elf to a tree trunk with arrows. Passing by, I decided that searching the body would not hurt. I found some money on him, and immediately after that, I heard voices nearby. The elven patrol spotted me. And you immediately started a fight with them. Well, of course! What should I have waited for? You are an elf, after all. You could have proven to the patrolman that you're not the murderer. Yeah. No way. I'm not going to waste my time on such nonsense. Good old Bjorn. As Garrosh says, violence is always the answer. It always feels bad when you draw a beast card outside the form, but... you know how it is. But you know how it is. Target is not bleeding, unfortunately. Ooh, hey, expose. That's death. Nice.
Executed.
We'll hang out in the form, why not? I believe our strength is increasing from our Axe of the Turncloak, which is not what we are, but we'll take it. Oh, right. I can't heal. Ah, well. No big deal. Get a load of this guy, nothing but whiffs. Get a load of this, bitch. Impatience. Ooh, Blood Dead is also. These are both exceptional. We'll go with Blood Dead. For now, Armor of Vengeance. Ooh, that could be very good, actually. Could be quite exceptional, in fact. Inside the box, we find the Self-Flagellant's Axe. I'll take it. Probably over the Viper Fang. We don't really need the poison thing. This is not the Madman version. At the start of battle, gain 5 bleeding and 4 strength, and then we have the Bloody Mist to double bleeding on this character and deal 10 damage to all enemies. Elves take me for one of their own, so I can pass their patrols without hindrance. However, it's not always possible to refrain from attacking them yourself. I cannot stand elvish faces. Well, we'll pass by for now. This time, I managed to curb my anger. So the Elven Idol, I'd love to get a card. Am I getting a card? Sure, we'll get a card. Because we're about to go to the Druid. The Will of the Forest Spirit. This combo was old as time. The Will of the Forest Spirit into the Druid. It just synergizes so well. I think we're going to go for this. I'd love to upgrade the Beast card, but this is just more draw. More draw, more good. Especially because we heal all the time. The ArchDruid needed only one look to understand who I was. He is one of those elves who outlawed me and sent me into a lifetime of exile. One of those elves who expelled me, called me a degenerate and a bloodthirsty monster. And I was very happy to prove that he was not mistaken about me. Death will take away your curse.
He's one of those who has ordered to kill all humans.
Well, you see, I can't say I care. So I could shapeshift out, or I can just keep on keep it on.
Brimming over with power.
It's nice. With the Armor of Vengeance, every time we take HP damage, we gain 1 strength and block, and we're taking a lot of HP damage. Kind of all the time. So that's nice. I wish I could draw here, but c'est la vie. Spirits of nature. Ooh, nice. Full health again. If we don't knock him out of this soon, he'll be back up to, what, 60%? I think it's full, actually. Full HP. Took a while to draw that blood debt, but it's okay, we'll take it. Is Misha coming? Misha! Misha kill! Okay. Receiving damage in your turn, draw a random attack. Spending health on playing cards is not considered taking damage. Can I do this then? Not really. A random ferocious card? Yeah, sure, why not? More strength? Sure. More strength, more good. I'd love for more draw, but hey, this'll do. And we get the Crystalli. Upon playing the Will of the Forest Spirits, the hero and allies restore 16 health. Of course, we cannot heal through this method, but we do get 2 more Will of the Forest Spirits, which is pretty nifty. And if we feel like it, which I may feel like it, let's give me a random upgraded ferocious card. Huh. We can get the 2-piece of the Elven set. I like the Crimson Steppes more than the Rotten Bog, but sometimes I go to the swamps just to kill as many elves as possible along the way. The road to the steppes is controlled by the dwarves. Killing them, not as fun. Wow. Bjorn has a lot of question marks. Should we go say hello to Anthony? Anthony. I can hit 3 question marks and say hi to Anthony at the same time. Shall we? What's my jingle hat do? Increase damage by 2 for each evasion on the hero. Not ideal, really. Let's go visit Anthony. Now, I do know what this upcoming question mark is. Unfortunately.
I couldn't even remember.
It's not ideal. That's okay. I don't remember if Bjorn has a special way through. It's the path, the maze of this area. Bjorn might have a special way through it. You know, with the whole I'm a lichen and can smell the path sort of thing.
This isn't the end yet.
I don't think he does. I didn't draw any attack cards.
I'm sorry.
I have no attacks. Give me something, game. Let me swing with my ferocious claws. Oh, sure. It's cute. Another ferocious preparation. Dedication can be very strong. Let's rip it. No, you know what? Let's take ferocious preparation. I don't remember when this was, but I did a ferocious deck once properly, and like I got the ferocious cards to cost like 169 health or something. It was ridiculous. I don't know how I would have navigated the swampy wilderness without my wolf senses. There are almost no visual landmarks there, but there is a whole sea of smells. I do not envy travelers without superpowers who venture here. Even I sometimes find it difficult to follow the right path. Rots. Oh, nope, that wasn't it. The Chains of Curse. If drawn, add a Scourge Leg into the discard pile. That's really not good. To get out of the fetid maze quickly and without loss, I'll have to memorize the route by heart. Someday I'll do it, but not this time. So, that kind of sucks. I gotta get rid of that somehow. In a remote village, lost in the middle of the swamps, the local elder offered me the ichor of might to drink. He said that the miraculous ichor would turn me into one of them. But I wasn't sure if I wanted that. I tasted the wonderful drink and had notes of some herbs and mushrooms. Not too bad. I don't think that it was the literal ichor of a might. The name had to be symbolic, right? We're immortal. Or I suppose undying. A young, beautiful girl was tied to a post and was about to be sacrificed to the divine might. I was startled by her beauty. No wonder the locals are so ugly. They keep feeding the cute ones to the swamp mites. Boom. Ooh, we get to cut some cards, sure. I didn't get to read the text, though. That's unfortunate. Oh well, what's in the box? The worm's head. That might actually not be bad. Huh. Wasn't it 5 barb? Did they nerf the worm's head? I think I'll keep my strength for now. I went to the butcher's, attracted by the smell of fresh blood. Some big guy with a stupid face and a stupid smile stood at the counter. He decided to tell me his stupid joke. Something about my pig ears. What I hate more than elves is stupid jokes. He probably wanted to attack me after carrying out his stupidity, but I beat him to it. Ah, good old Anthony. I have the achievement for this guy, and it took me like 40 minutes, I think. I fought him for so unbelievably long. But anyway.
Betting on strength is justified.
Expose. Darn. This guy is a proper git. But I think I'm going to bonk him pretty good here. I'd love to have an instinct card here, but I don't. So instead,
Taste for buffs.
I do. We'll just kill him. Real good. Huh. Seems good to me. Yeah, nice.
A breather never hurt anybody.
I only have
You'll
16
have
strength,
to kill
team.
that thing once more.
These are cannibals, of course, so, you know, they fall over, they eat their friends, and then they get stronger, and it's all a big process. Hey, look at my hands. Well. Bunk. Bunk. This is, of course, the danger of playing like this with the beasts. But, huh. No risk, no reward, you know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, for drinking the ichor, I have some scales on me, it looks like. But my next death is prevented, and I come back to full HP. However, any HP recovery after that is impossible. And I wonder if the tarot supersedes that. You know, like, can it override the ichor's inability to heal? I don't know. Do we take another first preparation? How many is too many? These are the questions. Sword of Weakness is pretty good. That might go in over the turncoat. Upon inflicting bleeding, increase max health by 10 until the end of the battle. Received healing is reduced by 10%. Hey! Oh, I do like the Will of the Forest Spirits. But what if we go with this? We'll take this. Don't get to use this very often. Alright, buff animal speed. I don't think it really... It's +2 damage. Does that really do anything for me? The Sword of Weakness is exceptional on Bjorn. Being able to apply weakness just by hitting somebody drastically increases his chance of survival. Some local priest came to me with his sermons. It turned out that it was just an excuse to talk about a delicate issue. He needed an assassin to deal with a gang of cannibals, but he wanted to keep it a secret, because the other inhabitants don't mind cannibals. What a hospitable place. I'll probably move here after I eat that Sigismund alive. I don't mind cannibals, but as for the priest, I did not like him right away.
The cultists can unpleasantly surprise you with their exceptional vitality.
Yeah, it kind of is weird that this guy's just all... Wait. Does that attack remove the weakness? Interesting. Yeah, the cult doesn't mind cannibalism, but the keeper doesn't like this guy, so he's all too happy for you to just bonk him. Don't you just love politics? Doesn't matter what world you're in. I think we're adapt. Oh, I was like, I'm gonna adapt back into it and get all those cards back. Remove the target's ward. Oh, interesting. I'd rather remove the ward by just bonking it, though. Gain 4 scarring for every bleeding enemy. See, this would be good for a regular stray, but we're not a regular stray. We're death stray. Now we'll take dedication, sure. The Crimson Armor. We'll take it. Part of the curse sent here. Gain max health at the start of the battle. Gain 4 blight. Nah. Keep our carving set. And more instincts. This will allow us to roll exposure, and we can, apply bleeding. It's all good. All good. Same thing. I'd love some improved instinctive, but you know how it is. So this, what does this do? Upon effective bleeding, increase max health by 10 until the end of the battle. At the start of the turn, increase max health by 10 until the end of the battle for each bleeding enemy. So this is majorly stacking my max HP. That's kind of cute. When afflicting bleeding, afflict additional bleeding. If I had the fluted axe or more bleeding sources, this would be really strong. So I guess we'll just keep this vengeance armor for now. The locals revered the Might Queen, but they were very afraid of her because she ate everyone who dared look at her. I think that lady should not have been so ashamed of her appearance. She looked all right. I got to know her, but unfortunately her contact turned out to be brief. Where is the doll? What doll? That was our whole conversation. She won't say anything else. You need to look for the doll. Ask the locals. Ordinary cultists are unlikely to put you on the trail, but some high-ranking cult member may know something about it. High-ranking cult member, huh?
You saw the Might Queen and survived?
I did, yes. Well, because we are about to reset, I figured I might as well bonk her.
Did you decide
just for funsies.
rest?
By the way, that's the skin that we have for
Where
the
did this
Ichor
one come from?
as a lichen. A lichen Ichor is certainly an amusing thought. Am I dead? No. I thought about it. Yes, give me strength. If I could draw the mist attack, that'd be really cool. On the count of 0, kills the host. I've been parasitized? Parasitized? As long as this lady has her pets, she takes half damage. So we'll just do this. Nice. Dead. Gain 2 curses and become immune for 1 turn. Well, we have, like I said, we have to reset, so we might as well just grab whatever. Draw 2 extra. Gain oozes more than 3 cards when played in a turn. Wow. There's a lot of text here for you, Bjorn. If I ever take Sigismund Place and become the Lord of the Northern Gate, I'll have to clean up here a bit. I hope the Brothers of Fire and the demons kill each other. Otherwise, we will not be able to cope with them all. But even if everything ends well for me, it will still take years to rebuild all that has been destroyed. Rebuilding is so boring. Well, time to go back to the Rotten Bog. It's boring to sit alone in the camp. There's no one to even fight with. Might as well howl at the moon. Immortus, have you ever jumped over a bonfire? No, what for? The Brothers of Fire do that during celebrations. I decided to try it too. And you know, it's pretty fun. Although I'm not going to repeat it. Do you really suffer so much from having nothing to do in the camp? Yes. And by the way, jumping over a fire without proper respect for the fire spirits can anger them. The Fire Brothers do not jump for fun. It is a ritual. I don't care. Sometimes the little quirky conversations are amusing. So I thought I'd bring you along with that. Oh, double campfire. Nice. But of course, another reason is I'm going to go bonk the assassin. The assassin. I thought you'd enjoy seeing another boss fight. My return did not go unnoticed by the Druid Council, so they sent an assassin after me. I must say, they have plenty of reasons. Not only am I forbidden to even appear in the Elven lands, but I also caused a massacre in the frontier. Whoopsie. Oh, great. Bomb. This runs off to a little bit of a slower start, we'll say. I do have payback, which is something I usually don't pick up, but I thought it would be fun. I really wish I had the Armor of Vengeance now, but... beggars can't be choosers. Probably. Maybe I should have cooked this boar meat, because I'm taking some big damage. And the assassin is not necessarily known for his kindness. If you know what I'm saying. Do I turn and start working on this evasion? We'll drop the Eternal Thirst down to 0 again. Well, 1, I suppose, technically. But I did have the Cursed Booties. I figured, you know, we're coming back to the scene of the crime. Oh, hey. Nice, we got through. So I figured I'd bring the Cursed Booties with me to draw some more. Always old reliable. Look at all this draw. Payback with the weight deals damage to all enemies, and if there's an elf, it deals that damage 3 times. I usually don't pick it because there's not many elves beyond the frontier. In fact, there's like maybe 1 or 2. Maybe 1. Deal damage and deal extra damage for each ferocious card in the deck. Blood Thinning would be good if we actually do like a Crimson set, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to reset again, but that's fine. Draw 1 extra. The start of battle reduce maximum health of all allies by 50%. See, I made a lightning works for this Bjorn because he doesn't care about being in the form, so we'll take that one. We'll take the elixir of drawing stuff. Rope of Heads is a cursed item. Upon taking damage to health, steal 1 strength from the attacker. And the fact that we get 2 curses also means, because we're going to this, that with the Cursed Booties, we get more opportunities to draw. Isn't that fantastic? So a high-ranking cultist, I can think of 2 of them. Which one are we getting to? Well, should we go fight Anthony again? Because Anthony into Heresy works out pretty well. It gives us 2 opportunities to talk to people. And maybe I can get the Crimson set going. And I can dispel my... Alright, fine. I'll just follow the same path. Let's follow the smell of flowers this time. Oh, I came to a lake with the blooming water lilies. Now from here... Human. Did I find my way out? I think I did. Wow. I got nothing for it, of course, but... The cultists. Ooh. Offer me to join their religion through the joint use of their ritual drink, the Might Ica. And they do not milk mites, but make the drink themselves somehow. It tastes like a cocktail made from local ingredients. I wish I knew the recipe. What for? I will learn how to make it, improve the recipe, and organize my own cult. Yeah. Commoners do not know the Ica recipe. They all think it's real Ica that the divine might grants them in exchange for faithfulness. But apparently the ritualists make it. A local woman's hand was a nasty, mutilated stump. I wondered if it had something to do with the excessive Ica use, and so I asked her. She did not understand my question and asked in response what was wrong with my ears. Rude. Alrighty. A young, beautiful girl was tied to a post. They keep feeding the cute ones to Swamp Maiden. What makes you think they'll feed her to the mites? The name of the ritual hints at a different outcome. I decided that Might Bride is a metaphor. Do you have a different opinion? I do. While no one was paying attention to me, I decided to look around. It seemed to me that absolutely all the residents of the nearest village came to the celebration. A local ritualist stood up at some distance. Surprisingly, the ritualist greeted me warmly. You are incredibly lucky. The pious slaves of the might humbly wait for its blessing for years, while you, a stranger, will receive it right away. That is a good sign. Oh, she has been honored greatly. Our queen is the daughter of the first Might Bride. Since then, unfortunately, no bride has lived long enough to make us happy with her offspring, but we remain hopeful. Recently, the girl's father was awarded a special gift, a distinctive transformation. It was a sign that his daughter had been chosen. What kind of gift did he receive? It is none of your business, stranger. Oh. What kind of blessing does the might offer? Amazing, incredible possibilities. Although blessing alone is not enough, you should drink the Ica, serve the community, and humbly wait for one of the guardians to honor you with this audience. And what happens next should be known to no one except you. It is a great mystery. Oh, cool. We are deleting cards, okay. I managed to walk through the, this time, so no curses to delete. Ba 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 ba. The Berserker Axe. Okay, yep, okay. Alright, Anthony, what's up? When I went to the butcher shop, its owner, the cheerful Anthony, welcomed me in. He even thanked me for bringing him elven meat, which he had never tasted in his life. I did not immediately understand what meat he was talking about. Should I really bring him elven meat? There is a lot of that stuff in the frontier. Anthony replied that the doll has to belong to the cult keeper and no one else. You have to die because you're looking for the doll for the queen. Also, I haven't tried elves yet. Okay. I don't feel as strong as I was last time I was here. Oh no, anti-synergy! Alright. We'll draw. Ooh, a good draw. A fantastic draw, in fact. Let's go, Bloody Mist. The cucumber elixir is useful for something. Unfortunately, there are no elves here, but this'll do. We'll assault.
And that's
wow.
How he died.
That's unfortunate. Oh, okay. Let's get him on the floor.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Well, I know what I said about me not feeling as strong, but that worked out kind of well. It worked out superbly well. Oh, I got a real good feeling. Like inform, counterattack all attacking enemies by dealing 2 inflicted wounds blows. Ooh, this could be good for Stray as well. I'll take it. And the Orc Axe. Let's go. I'll take Purification, sure. I don't think we're going to take the Carving Sword this time. I think we're going to keep my Rope of Heads. We'll level up Bristle. I don't know how much use we'll get out of this, but hey, it'll be fun. Anthony said that the doll must belong to the Cult Keeper. He did say that. Let's ask the Ritualist. Some local priest came to me with his sermons. It turned out that it was just an excuse to talk about a delicate issue. In fact, the cunning preacher was planning to hire a foreigner who would kill a local gang of cannibals without talking about it. I know where the Might Queen comes from, but nothing remains of her home village. There are now only impassable swamps and thickets there in which it is easy to get lost. This is the place. I think I've come across a similar place. I'll have to wander around for a while. Yep. The doll is located in the ruins of an old village somewhere deep within the Rotten Bog. Is it deep? It's right there. A drunken dwarf shuffled across my path, lurching and stumbling. He yelled at me. I'm General Conrad. Come here, weakling, get a taste of my fish. You can't take me, neither alive nor dead. Well, they did say he was drunk. I'm glad this is the official run. Well, presumably the official run, because I got to start with the Crimson Amulet. So all my cards are super cheap. So you better believe I'm making my way towards the Cursed Booties here.
Glorious death.
But I thought we'd stop by and see Conrad. He has like 11 quests. Ooh, nice. Associated with him. So if we can get that... Oh, excuse me, 5. But if we can get that rolling for future Bjorn runs, figure pretty good idea. Well, now I have a predicament. I met the Lucky Trader, which never feels good when it's your first merchant because I have no money. But I did find the Crimson Booties at him, which at the start of a turn inflict 2 bleeding on all enemies. When bleeding is inflicted for the 2-piece, inflict additional bleeding. And we're going for the Carving Trophy. It's like it all is just lining up for a perfect Crimson build. So, maybe I don't need the Crimson Booties, and instead we'll go grab the targets. Ooh, the Champion. Well, getting 1 each of the targets, not bad. Oh, I can get Elf Meat. Restore 30% of health, gain 1 evasion can be used in the Lycan form only. Bjorn's all-time favorite treat. Anthony must love it too. But I want to kill Anthony and get his thing. I noticed an elf sniper who was practicing shooting, and I decided to kill him by creeping up behind him. But last time he had noticed me, so I had to fight a fair fight. I was more careful this time, but it didn't help. The last moment he noticed me again. How infuriating. I said this last time as well, but I feel a little weaker than before. But that's okay. It's a slow start. We are going to build ourselves up. We'll get the bleeding train rolling, and then nothing will be able to stop me. Unfortunately, this guy is nimble,
Yet
so
another murder in the bag.
he is going to dodge my payback, but that's okay. Payback's surprisingly amusing in this first area, but... And of course he's nimble, so the last rate won't work. Oh well. I think I'll... So I've mentioned this earlier, but I usually pass on payback. I usually don't pick it up because, you know, there's not a lot of elves to make use of its fusion. Wow, this used to be so good and so not anymore. Dazzle's not bad. We'll take it. I used to pass up on it all the time because, you know, not a lot of elves. There's not really a point. Chris Master the win. But it's coming in handy now. And I think when Alex, the lead developer, was on one of the streams, I think he asked me why. It's still an AoE. You You know, and he has a great point. He had a lot of great points. Trading in camp allows you to upgrade 2 cards and inflicts 2 weakness in the next battle. I think that's on me. The weakness, that is. What's the upgrade here? Pointless. See, speaking of moments for payback, isn't this beautiful? Kerchow. It's magnificent.
Weren't expecting that.
Act 1 done. I don't need any of that. Ah, makeshift claws. Look at that. These all kind of suck. I suppose heavy armor is not bad. Who could say no to plus 20 max HP? I know I can't really. So because we got the pickup, Dazzle would be a good thing to upgrade, but we'll keep getting incentive. Thanks to the sharpshooter, we got the target, which we can train with, which will of course give us 2 upgrades, even though this will soon be kicked out for the medallion from the champion. I met the great champion again. He started his old story about who he was, what honor he rendered to everyone he challenged to a fair fight, how he'd deal with me easily and quickly, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't going to listen to all that tedium a second time, so I quickly shut him up.
A duel of honor would be honorable to fight without a squire.
I agree.
Did you decide to have a rest?
Where's my offhand? Ah. No wonder I feel weaker right now. I only have 1 weapon. Well, I normally ignore the squire, so I think we're going to keep with tradition. Sounds good to me. But just know,
after that.
if I have to kill him, I will. Weakness. See, that's why Dazzle's fantastic. Also, I can actually use payback here.
He's dead.
All these years, what a fool I was. Shock therapy is not very... None of this is really useful for me. Well, well, well. The fluted axe. Done. We're really doing a Crimson build here. Every battle, 1 upgrades a random card in the deck. Done as well. All the pieces are all together. I'm going to have to kill Anthony. I can't give him this. I can't give him the me. I need his trophy. It's too perfect. The fluted axe is here. Look at it. Oh, right. I sold my offhand to get the Crimson booties done. Whenever we deal damage, we deal 1 more bleed, or we deal bleeding as well. And because we're inflicting bleeding, we're inflicting another bleeding on top of that. It's just... It's too good. It's all come together, team. I guess we can let him blow up. Sure. Will he...
A breather never hurt anybody.
Yep. Explode from bleeding damage, he will.
Let me guess. You died from blood loss.
Mortis. I haven't died in a long time. Okay, just so we're all on the same page here. We're a little bit beyond that. Inflict 1 blight for 2 bleeding on the target. Never tried this before. I do like complete elimination, though. If we're able to pull together an actual Crimson set from this, complete elimination is going to go really far because of how our max HP increases from bleeding enemies. I don't know how I would have navigated the swampy wilderness without my wolf senses. The smell of flowers. The smell of a human. I did it properly without even knowing? The ragdoll. None. An old, half-rotten ragdoll. The Might Queen is anxious to get a hold of this thing. This was the place. The home... Woo. The home village. I hope everyone's ready for a little novella here. The home village of the Might Queen. In one of the buildings, what was left of it, there was also a doll. A rotten old rag doll. And something else. Someone put a letter under the doll, and it was preserved more or less intact. I managed to read it. We all need to leave this place as soon as possible, and it does not matter where we go. Of course, it is hard to flee our homes, but we have no choice. It all started when a girl came here from the neighboring village where the strange people live. She was numb from horror and could not utter a word. We took her in and hid her from prying eyes. They were looking for her. The strange people came to us and asked about her, but we did not say anything. They told us the girl's name, Esha. After an oddly short time, Esha gave birth to a girl, but it was not an ordinary child, but a disgusting creature with spider legs. This scared the whole village very much, because strange things also started to happen to animals in the swamp. The nature around began to change. Despite her frightening appearance, the child grew up almost normal. The poor thing had it hard. Other children refused to play with her, and adults avoided her. She only had a silent mother and a rag doll, and soon she lost that too. When Esha realized that she was with child again, she took her own life. And then the strange people from the neighboring village came again. They were armed, and they demanded that we give them the girl. I'm probably the only one who was against it. She cried and fought back. That small child had so much strength that an able-bodied man could not cope with her. But they took her anyway. Trying to get away, she dropped her only toy. Poor child. I will leave the doll here in case she comes back, and it's time for us all to leave. If you read these lines, know that fate has brought you to a dead place. Run away while you still have your legs. What do you think the Queen will do with the doll? I mean, not with the doll itself, but in general. I mean, what will happen in the future? The Queen hates the cult, that is clear. But before, this was a blind hatred, whereas now the doll will make it conscious and meaningful. The Queen will remember her human nature. She will remember what the cult did to her and what it took away from her. It doesn't sound very rosy for the servants of the might. I came to the ruins of human buildings. They had been abandoned for many years, but someone had been there recently. They follow the smell of a human again? Ooh. Nice. I found the tracks of a human and found a stash. Not bad. Manure is new? Find the right path in the Gone Astray. I did it! The smell of manure is the best guide if you want to find a way to the humans. I came to a trail and breathed a sigh of relief. It is better to smell manure than a swamp cocktail of rotten eggs and decay. Ah, I did it, team. Our suffering is over. I could go to the merchant. The merchant is the highest probability of me finding the crimson pieces. So you know what? That's what we're doing. Why do I have like 5 different boots? Ghosts of mushrooms are amazing things. I heard they exist, but when I saw them with my own eyes, I first thought that I was having troubles with my eyesight. If you eat such a mushroom, you will gain its ghastly properties, but they're not that good for your health. I'll take them with me. You can eat these to gain insubstantiality, but you lose max HP in the process. Oh. Can I just eat this now? It's rumored that ghostly mushrooms can work as a bridge between physical reality and the spirit world, since they exist in both worlds simultaneously. However, this is a hypothesis running counter to science. True. Show me the crimson set! Oh, yes, thank you. Magnifique. Wait, hold on. Get that out of here. Get this out of here. We good? We're good. Marvelous. We could probably go a little bit farther, too. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you, good sir. With the Crimson 4-piece, we have return a random burnt card to the deck every second turn. I'm not sure how useful that actually be for us. From the headpiece and from the Crimson Armor, increase max HP by 20. At the start of the turn, increase max health by 10 until the end of the battle for each bleeding enemy. At the 3 set, when attacking a bleeding enemy, we restore 5 HP, irrelevant for this challenge. And at the 4 set, at the end of the turn, deal 1 damage to enemies for each bleeding on the character and remove all bleeding from the character. If I could get the self-flagellant axe, that would actually synergize with this very well, but we'll get there. All right, Anthony. When I went to the butcher shop, its owner, the cheerful Anthony, welcomed me in. He even thanked me for bringing him elven meat, which he had never tasted in his life. I looked at the huge pig's head on the cutting table and remembered that in battle Anthony grows himself an excellent pig snout. He is a cannibal and a man-eater. A gourmet. In general. Let's go ahead and skip it. Alrighty. Well. Delete. He should die. Right? No, let's apply at the start of the turn. Okay. Start of my turn. Alright.
Do it again. They don't understand the first time.
You're right, they don't. But I don't mind, really. Druid double expose. We'll draw some cards. Look at that bleed. It's so beautiful. It's all coming together. I don't remember the last time I've done like a pure Crimson build. I mean, I know recently with Vonaldus I did something not too dissimilar. Bleed. Nice. GG team. He dies. I heal the full. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Is that how the song goes? Now if only I could only figure out how to draw more cards. That would solve all of my problems. Delete. Maybe we need to remove more cards so that I can just spam the delete card. Maybe that's the plan. Well, that's a good one. Increase the number of cards drawn at 2. At the end of the turn, lose 1 HP for each card. Yeah. Yeah, that's drawing. I like drawing. The carving sets. Upon afflicting bleeding, increase max health by 10 until the end of the battle. Received healing usage by 50%, which is kind of irrelevant. For us. Yes. It is beautiful. The full Crimson set. At the end of the turn, gain 1 strength for each 5 bleeding on the targets. Shall we talk about faith? I stunned him with my interest in their faith, so he abandoned his idea of hiring me as an assassin. Instead, he had to have a theological argument with me. The fabric of reality is woven from the pure energy of the primordial spirits. They are the creators of everything, and are themselves embodied in their creations. Worshipping them is as natural as breathing. You know a lot. I was interested in this subject once. The elves are the children of the primordial spirits, that's right, but people are not. We are the might's children, the crown of his creation. Worshipping some weak-willed spirits is too shallow for us. We had a nice conversation and parted amicably, but both of us remain unconvinced by the other. Oh, I should have interrupted him then. Oh well. Is frying the boar leg for the little shits? The imps? In which case I just lost my opportunity. The locals revered the Might Queen, but they were afraid of her too. I think they will be even more afraid now. The change that took place in her day, that day, does not bode well for the cultists. The Might Queen stared at the doll for a long time. Absolutely nothing was happening. I got tired of waiting. I was about to leave. She noticed my movement out of the corner of her eyes and seemed to snap out of her stupor. Take it. What for? Why? You wanted it so badly, didn't you? This doll has already done everything I needed. Let it do the same for you. She handed the doll to me. Somehow the queen changed the doll's properties, now it was her gift to me. token. Upon dying, the owner is resurrected and their health is doubled for the rest of the battle, once per battle. Oh. An old rotten ragdoll. It is weird to think that a thing like this could be very dear to someone, but it is. While holding this doll in her hands, the Might Queen bestowed a part of her power upon it. Team, did you know that rebuilding is so boring? So, this is a... It goes in this slot. Wait, it goes in the amulet slot? It does. I gotta be honest, I think I'd rather have this. Well, maybe not, actually. The only question is, oh, I didn't drink the Ichor. Alright, let's go. Wait. Oh, it's a token! It's just in my inventory. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, developers. You are the goats. Alright, shall we do these question marks? Which question mark do we want? Is there anything we wanted a merchant? We could use a better weapon. What if we just double merchant and move on? With our lives. Not a bad idea. Well, I'm kind of broke. I don't remember what this question mark is. We'll pop this question mark. As I watched the Fire Brothers drive all the villagers to the town hall, I wondered what they were going to do next. No one paid any attention to me, and I could have just walked past. But all of a sudden, there I had an opportunity to intervene. One of the locals turned into a monster in front of everyone and attacked the commander of the brothers. To tell the truth, it took a while to figure out whose side to take. There's only one thing I haven't done here. What kind of beast is this anyway? Not a demon, and not a human. An immature inquiline hatched in an emergency. Wow. Start the battle in the full crimson set. Blinded by blood. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Hey, why don't these Fire Brothers start with armor to block? Because they reflect half the damage back. I am gaining so much max HP, it's kind of scary.
Did you decide to have a rest?
I'm so close to being able to just delete him. It's funny. Alright, well. Expose. Ward. Spirit. Oh, look how close I am to deletion. Shame.
You know what to do with all this strength.
Yeah, bash this guy in. Delete. When I had dealt with the brothers, or the demon spawn, I finally saw what the brothers had been planning to do to the village. They burned everyone. As for me, they rewarded me and named me their brother. I cannot say it was a great honor for me. Yeah, Bjorn hates the Fire Brotherhood. Ooh, another draw card. Nice. I can't use any of this. I suppose I could take this. When attacking a werewolf form, inflict 1 exposed on all enemies. Attacking an elf form, gain 1 exposed. Never used that before. Oh, I got a real good feeling. Sure. And there's the self-flagellant axe. Let's go. This is about as crimson as you can possibly get. Full crimson set, fluted axe to apply bleeding on just hitting something, and the self-flagellant axe to obtain bleeding on myself to trigger the force set here. It's actually nutty. It's perfection. It seems that the Brotherhood of Fire is suffering defeat under the walls of the Northern Gate. Among the fallen Fire Brothers, I found a wounded warrior who asked for my help. I replied that I had more important matters. After all, I'm headed to kill Sigismund. He wished me luck in a weakened voice. I'm gonna keep my elixir. Well, I have 2. Whatever. The poor guy managed to soften me, and I sold him an elixir of recovery. If you give it to him, I think he gives you one of his items. Is it the shield? Anywho, I don't want a flaming item, so... The demonic gatekeeper was not so much guarding the palace entrance as profiting from those who wanted to enter. He was ready to let anyone pass with 500 coins without asking about their purpose of their visit. I wonder whether he will let the Fire Brothers in or not. I can think of only one way to check it. I could not sneak in unnoticed. The gatekeeper saw through my intention and in retaliation raised the price for entrance. I need to come up with another way. Pretend to be a dog. Out of the question. To do this, I would have to stand on 4 paws, and if that happens to me, I immediately forget that I'm an elf, and consider myself to be an ordinary wolf. I could run away to the woods, find a pack, and have cubs. It may take a long time before I accidentally stand on my hind legs again and remember who I am. Did you mean what you just said? Yeah, did you? Unfortunately, this guy has thorns, so this should be really annoying. Ah, well.
Prickly, huh?
On top of that... Okay. Alright. Attack, skill, attack. If I can kill him without deleting him, I'll have my HP back, which is nice. I just realized there is no point in me attempting and me keeping my elixir of recovery. I can't use it.
Wait until he opens himself up for a strike.
Okay.
You
Death.
didn't have to finish him off.
Yeah, that's what bleeding does. We're a bleed build. Nope. That looks like a skipperoo to me. I do like the wrist blades, but we're not going to be using them. So we have this question mark. This is the Mad Doctor. I don't really care for any of this. I mean, we can go to the tavern, I suppose. I think we're just going to do the double campfire. Like I said, nothing here really matters. Okay. Found a suitable place to camp. Yes, we did. Blood debt. More draw. More good. I had never feared anyone because I thought myself to be more feared than anyone. But in the alleyways of the Northern Gate, I met someone who I found even scarier than myself. He was so horrifying that I did not even attack him. He didn't attack me either, at least not right away. At first, he wanted to talk to me. I sense your fear. I don't fear you. No, but you fear yourself. You fear being alone with yourself, right? I don't need anyone. He was clearly disappointed with my response, but did not try to stop scaring me. Everyone has turned away from you. You sow misery and death everywhere. You have no friends left. The only person you talk to is your own dark side. A lonely madman who talks to himself. That is your biggest fear. You fear going completely mad. I don't suffer from my madness. I enjoy it. That naive boogeyman wanted to feast on my fears, but I was not too eager to feed him. Everyone you trusted turned out to be traitors. Your beloved one rejected you when she saw what you had become. Sigismund used you and sacrificed you for his interest without hesitation. You cannot trust anyone because you yourself are not trustworthy. You had a beloved who rejected you. I don't trust you enough to talk about it. I've heard enough. Time to shut you up. Alright. Sounds about right.
For buffs. Did you decide?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't know that Bjorn had a beloved one. Okay, it's very important to read what this does. Win in hand, playing 4 cards. And, nope. Alright, we read what it did. You know, I'm beginning to think... it was not a good idea to get Frantic Race. Just a mild thought. Just keep swinging, just keep swinging. I mean, drawing is good, but the strength of Frantic Race, or the reason why it's okay to take damage like that, recklessly, is because you can normally recover it fine. The name. Target is bleeding, take away strength. That sounds fun, sure. We will keep the carving sets. Do you want to upgrade this? No, I want to upgrade this. It's fine, right? We can tank it. We can tank it. We're chilling. I mean, if we die, we just come back. That's what the token's for. You know? Alright, so because I can't actually heal... We'll do this. Wait, I have to... Oh. Alright, fine. I'll eat this during the Sigismund fight. I'm munching on mushroom in front of him. During the first moment after seeing me, Sigismund was stunned. But he quickly pulled himself together, and the nasty grin returned to his foul face. What a fool I was! How can one trust a man with such a face? I was ready to give my life protecting him. Well, now Sigismund was guarded by some demonic mess, and it felt much nicer for me to kill him than to protect him.
Your story is coming to an end.
Oh, I got a real good feeling. Maybe I should have waited.
Rest a bit.
Eh. Should I draw? What could I draw that'd be helpful? Nothing really. All right, Sigismund, show me your worst.
Feel anything? What did you counter it with?
Look at all my HP. Look at my HP. Isn't it amazing? Oh, yeah, we transformed. So, is it this one? Yes, a random burnt card. So we'll double his bleeding for now, and we'll see if the helmet gives it back to us. I'm muddled. It's annoying. Oh, I got a real good feel. I can do one. Okay. One. Nice, we got exposed. Oh, I got a real good feeling. I didn't have any, I didn't get any transformation cards in this run. Huh. That kind of sucks. I also have 74 scarring. Any other run? They're pretty neat.
I'm lost for words.
Me too. Okay, I would love to delete Sigismund. But just so I go into the next fight with full health, I'm not going to. But just know, I could have. And I would have been more than happy to do so. Melenis has run out of imagination. Now her automaton condemns me by placing a death mark on me. It is impossible to get rid of it. I am reminding you that the card is called Death. That if there is no way to avoid death, you to find a way to be resurrected. So technically the Ichor would work too for this. At the end of the turn, inflicts inevitable end. Death! It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals, especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. Oh, I got a real good feeling. Nice. Kills on the count of 10. Team, do you think we're gonna get to 10? Because I'm not sure. Well, to be fair, I am taking a whooping. Look at all his HP I'm bleeding. 500 hit points. Oh, I got a real good feeling. All I need to do is kill one of these. So why am I hitting the one with the most health? Really? Hit carousel right at the end as I drew with good feeling. Well. Who's ready to be full health again? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. GG. 755 health. Boom. I'm not gonna lie, there was a small part of me that was afraid of the token. Like, I believed in my heart of hearts that the token would work. But you never know, right? But that, my friends, was Death, the inescapable end. Completed. It wasn't that bad. We had to do some restarts, but no big deal in my book. And we got to see a full Crimson set. Not every day that all comes together. For completing Death, we unlocked the Demon. Lichen Shadow indicates the order in which to play cards. Upon disobeying, receive 8 bleeding. Upon obeying, restore 8 health. Fighting who you are, or coming to terms with your dark side. I'm not sure what we would want to do with this one. Like, which class would be best for this. But, we've played all 4 of them now. So, might just end up following my heart. Fun fact, the Demon. Was this always called the Demon? This is the only tarot in early access that I got #1 on the leaderboard for. And I am still proud of it. But the Demon's going to have to wait. Mama Melendez is going to have to chill because next time... Is there a reason it's glowing? Oh, they all glow like that. Next time, we are returning to Vanadis for the Star. Enemy intentions are hidden. At the start of battle, gain a foreseeing card. I've noted this does. So we're going to learn together. But I'm sure it's going to be great. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel member support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay on my channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time for the return of the Heroine.